All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Rangel. Today we're going to go over the how to fill out the registration packet so you have it completed correctly, and we're ready to set you up for your 8th grade year here at River Heights. All right, so we're going to start with that green sheet, the very front page. You are going to start at the top and put your last name, your first name, and your middle name, and then you're going to put your ID number. Don't forget your ID number. And then if you are part of any educational program, make sure you check one of those there. And then are you going to take honors or are you going to take regular classes, whether language arts, history, or science? If you're going to take honors classes, you check the ones over on your right that say honors. And don't forget, if you're going to take honors classes, you have to maintain a minimum of 3.0 GPA. That means you have to have at least a B in those classes if you want to stay in honors. And don't forget, you have to fill out the application and the contract, and we'll get there later. Now, if you're just going to take regular language arts, history, and science, just put a check next to the classes over on your left. All right. Now, as you know, you take exploratory classes, which are kind of like the electives where you take your computer class or your home ec class. But you can substitute those classes with another class, and there's some listed right there: beginning band, intermediate and advanced band, choir, peer tutor, AVID, school service, which is really your TA, library, office, or teacher TA, yearbook or ASB, jazz band, or Spanish. So if any of those you want to take, make sure you check it. Now, some of those, like the ones that have the two little asterisks next to them, need an application. You got to fill out an application. You can get them at the office, or you can go online. There's a website right there, and go online and you can download the application and fill it out and turn them in. One piece of advice: if you want to be in one of those classes that requires application, I would write a lot. Write a lot, because if you just write a little bit about yourself, you're in competition with a bunch of other students who may have written more. So the more you write, the more the teacher will be able to see what kind of student you are, and your chances of being selected to be part of that class are a little greater. Again, we can't guarantee it, but my little advice is to write a lot and impress the teacher with how well you write and how much you want to be in that class. All right, just a little tip there. Now, the next part, we may be having some classes next year. We're not sure yet. We're trying to figure out just how many students are interested in the class, and then if we get enough students who are interested, then we have to find out if we can get teachers to teach the class. So a lot of it is still up in the air. But if you are interested in taking some of these classes like robotics or web or newspaper or AVID Excel or a health science class, which will take the place of your regular science class, put a check on those classes that you're interested in. And again, all the information as to what those classes are about can be found on the website. And then the bottom is a checklist that you got to make sure that you have the required papers to turn in. So make sure you check that before you turn everything in. The next page is the school registration emergency card. This is where you give us all your information, where you live and how old you are, and have your mom and dad fill that out, and make sure you include names of people who can pick you up and take you home in case mom or dad just can't pick you up. We need to have names of people who you trust and your parents trust to take you home. So make sure you fill that out. And then the next page, we have the student acceptable use policy, which means this is your promise not to go on any inappropriate sites when you go online at school, and you're not doing things that are not appropriate for school when it comes to technology. So read that and make sure you sign it and bring that back. The next page is the Safe Schools notification. Again, just an agreement that you're making not to bring guns or drugs or knives or anything dangerous to campus. We don't want that on our campus. So make sure you get that signed and brought back also. Now, the next page is the honors application. Now, if you're going to take honors, you have to fill out both sides of this application. The first side is the honors application itself, where you circle which classes you want to take as far as honors. And again, you've already indicated that on that first page, but still I want you to circle this so I know that when we read this contract, we know which classes we're talking about. Again, get your parents to sign it, and then on the bottom you need to get your current teachers to recommend you for the honors courses. Teachers know whether or not you're going to be successful in the honors course, so we ask for them to give us a little bit of feedback and tell us if they believe you would be successful. So make sure you get those teachers to sign your application. On the back it tells you what are the honors requirements, so make sure you get that signed by you and your parent. Okay, on the next page is the attendance policy. You know we're real strict on tardies. We want you in class. Every minute of instruction is important, so we've developed a little system where you get some warnings in the beginning, but then we start giving you some consequences if you get to a class late. And thankfully most of you guys are getting to class on time, so we appreciate that. Keep that up next year. And there's also some information about being absent too much, so make sure you read that. That's very important. This next page is the 8th grade letter, and the 8th grade letter just lets you know that next year as 8th graders you have some responsibilities that you have to fulfill, and they have to do with maintaining a GPA of at least 2.0 and making sure that you're not absent too much, and along with behavior as well. So by signing this, you're telling us that you agree to these requirements, and that if for some reason you don't meet these requirements, then we can keep you from participating in the end of year activities like the 8th grade dance and even the 8th grade promotion ceremony. So this is a very, very important document. Make sure you read it, and then when you finish reading it, sign it. There's a page called the Promotion Ceremony and Activity Agreement. Make sure you sign it, your parents sign it, and this is what I need for you to turn in. This has to be turned in along with your registration packet. Don't forget to turn this one in. And then finally, the last one is a request for you to join PTSA. PTSA does amazing things here on our campus. We are so grateful to what PTSA provides us here. They are so helpful and willing to do whatever they can to make your 8th grade year a great experience. So we thank you. We thank PTSA for all they do, but we need your help. We need for you to join PTSA. It's $7 for the whole year, and there's some benefits that come along with that, but the biggest benefit is that you are helping to provide support for our school and for our students. So make sure that you take a look at that, and if you can, please join PTSA. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how to fill out the River Heights registration packet for next year. If you have any questions, make sure you come talk to me. Have mom or dad give me a call. I'll be glad to help you fill out this registration packet so that everything flows well. All right, so we're looking forward to seeing you again next year, guys. Again, any questions, come talk to me. Until then, this is Mr. Rangel saying we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.